All right, Taurus, welcome to your weekly horoscope for April the 20th through the 26th. My name is Athen. So, this is a week of moving forward. We've had a lot of transformation back in March, and so as April has been unfolding, there's been more and more of this opportunity for growth and expansion and putting energy forward. But this is in many ways the hallmark of it because we have the new moon that took place in Aries last Saturday leading into this week, and now all of the fast-moving planets are in Aries. They're moving forward, and this whole lunar cycle is about our goals, our ambitions, our drives. Now, for you Taurans, it's a little bit more behind the scenes because Aries rules your 12th house. So all this activity is happening in that 12th house of yours, which is behind the scenes activities. It's about rest, relaxation, spirituality, getting in touch with your inner tranquility and your inner spirit, and to God and the universe, these types of things. So it's a time of peace, it's a time of rest, because in about a month from now, you're going to have a new moon in your sign, which is going to then be, an even larger blast off time for you Taurans. But it's still a week of moving forward. But in your case, I think it's moving forward while having that peace, tranquility, and rest and relaxation and spirituality, implementing that into what you do, which is what you Taurans do naturally, because you go slow, you go with the flow, and that's why you have Aries on the cusp of your 12th house. So this week, it starts on Monday and Tuesday, where we have probably the only challenging aspect of the week. This is Mercury squaring up to your Jupiter, which is expanding. It's not really challenging as much as we just want to ground it. We just want to make sure we're not being whisked away. Because Jupiter squaring up to Mercury like this can mean we can be very optimistic about perhaps some of our goals and ideas. But for you, probably very optimistic about your intuition, maybe very optimistic about the simple pleasures of life, the simplicity of life, your simple enjoyments, maybe working behind the scenes, whatever it is you're involved with there. And so just keep things nice and grounded, and it could be in your dream space too, because a lot of information is being conveyed to you Taurans through your dreams right now with Mercury transiting your 12th, and especially around that new moon energy as well. So expand, move forward, keep it nice and grounded though, because I think you're very optimistic, which is a good thing. Just make sure your mind isn't running off into any ungrounded sort of notions. So if you can keep it constructive, grounded, Monday and Tuesday, that would be the only challenge to do that, and then you'd be setting a nice solid foundation for the rest of the week. Keep it nice and slow, nice and steady. Monday through Wednesday, so this whole first part of the week here, Mars is trining up to Pluto, which is a very powerful element for all of us. And again, it's going back into that 12th house. So I think what's happening is that you're going to be changing what motivates you about rest. It's an interesting energy here because it's Aries, but it's the 12th house. So it's changing what what you're motivated by, because I think you guys are very motivated about the simple life, this whole lunar cycle, and these new goals about enjoying simplicity, rest, making sure you're getting enough time out from work, making sure there's enough of that spiritual time that you have for yourself and alone time and all this. So it's a fantastic time to pursue those things, especially the first 3 days of the week when we have that Pluto trining up to Mars, because Pluto's about change. So I think you're changing a lot of what you've been thinking about and been motivated by in terms of these 12th house activities, which is really good. So utilize it, put energy into it, but like I said, just keep it nice and grounded in terms of the optimism in your life. Wednesday we have Mercury trining up to Pluto. So here's a challenge. Not challenge. It's very powerful change of your mind. And again, this is very powerful in terms of what's going on in your psyche, what's going on internally with the rest and relaxation, how important these things are, and stepping into your power there when it's necessary. So very powerful there. Mercury is going to conjunct up to Mars there in that 12th house, also initiating a lot of this these things, involving that rest and relaxation, things like this. The 12th house all activated here, initiating it, moving forward with it. And then Venus, your ruler on Wednesday, sextiles up to Jupiter. So this is an opportunity now for you Taurans in particular, because it's your ruler from Jupiter. So there is some opportunities here because your ruler has been transiting the first house, Venus. And so it has been a time for you guys to really get active, set your goals, move forward, and pursue a lot of your plans. And here could definitely be an opportunity for that, maybe something relating to that, maybe an opportunity to do some speaking or communicating or learning or teaching of some kind, which is where Jupiter's been transiting your third house. So look out for that on Wednesday. It can be very supportive to all these goals and plans that you're involved with. that you have been involved with your ruler in that first house. So you can see it's that, it's this interesting period where you guys are definitely moving forward with your ruler in the first, but there's all this stuff that's happening behind the scenes with spirit, with tranquility, with rest and relaxation. So I think working with those two areas of your life moving forward, but with that presence, I think is going to be getting the most out of it, with enough rest and relaxation, making sure you have enough alone time and time out from the busier side of life. So Thursday and Friday we have Mars. We have some interesting aspects. They're not your standard aspects. We have the semi-sextile with Mars and Uranus, and then quincunx with some other aspects involving Venus. So what I'm getting a sense of Thursday and Friday is this sort of clunky energy of integrating a lot of this newfound motivation and drive that we're all going to have this week. So for you, I think it's a newfound freedom in terms of this tranquility and peace and relaxation and spirit and God and whatever it is you're connecting to this week. So that's very nice, but it will take, it's an opportunity, it's a subtle opportunity, so you have to integrate it and see it, but the best you can work with it, the better. And so my advice to you would be to try something different, mix things up Thursday and Friday, really Thursday through Sunday, because on Sunday, Venus, your ruler, is going to be sextiling up to Uranus. So Saturday, Sunday time period, this whole Thursday through Sunday, mix things up, be yourself, try some unique different things, use technology, whatever it is you're involved with here, bringing in Uranus into it will certainly assist you in the process. A couple things Thursday and Friday too about this sort of integration is that the sun's going to be quincunx Saturn and your ruler is going to be quincunx Pluto. So I think just it's going to be a time just bringing in a little bit more discipline and patience relating to probably relationships, which is where Saturn's been transiting. And so just put in that Saturn energy into what you're doing Thursday and Friday in particular. It's not challenging, it's just a little bit of strange energy with the quincunx sort of relationship. And with Pluto, this is really stepping into your power here in terms of the depth and what's really true and what's really meaningful to you in life, stepping into your power when appropriate, maybe with relationships, but just in general, which is that Pluto quincunx up to your ruler Venus. So all in all, a good week for moving forward, but for you guys, make sure you're taking it nice and slow. Make sure you are using this time for rest and relaxation at the same time, because like I said, in about a month you're going to have the new moon in your first house, which is really going to be blast off time, and this is supposed to be a time for you guys to rest up and get in touch with your intuition, your psyche, and these sort of 12th house matters. All right, Taurus, have a fantastic week. Let me know if you have any questions. Please get in touch if you'd like a personal reading, and I will talk to you all next time. Take care.